This week's episode is our final episode in our three-part series touring 3 uniquely built tiny homes nestled in the backcountry of Kelowna BC. Today I'll be walking you through what's known as the Silvertip, a 480 square foot tiny home with 10-foot tongue and groove pine wood ceilings and a large patio area to take in the surrounding views. This home is one of 5 homes located on a small acreage overlooking views of the mountains, open fields, and the West Kettle River. Once you step into the front entrance here, you have a few different options on where to go, but they've built in this kind of mudroom area where you can kick off your shoes and get ready to explore your new tiny home. Now, starting off to my right, this area is designed specifically for a stacking washer and dryer. So the appliances are obviously not installed yet, but all of the electrical and the plumbing is roughed in, and that's where those appliances would go. Now, directly in front of me, you can probably just see the side of the ladder, but this is going to be your entrance to the loft. And a little bit further right of the ladder is the master bedroom. And I think that's where we're going to start today. The master bedroom is definitely one of the coziest spaces in the house. In here, you'll find that the room was finished off with 100-year-old barnwood trim pieces. You've got 10-foot ceilings in here finished off with tongue and groove pine wood. And one of the best features of all is, of course, the windows, both the top and bottom here, that look out to the great view around you. In here, you'll also find a nice overhead fan to help move around that air. And right behind me here is where you're gonna have all of your storage locations. As you know, you can't have a master bedroom without a master bedroom closet. So you've got plenty of space in here to both hang your clothes and fold them. And what I really love about the storage they've built into this room here is that just above the closet space and over by the door, you have overhead storage as well. Finally, up in the corner of the room here, behind this little wooden door, you have the home's hot water tank. In my opinion, this is the perfect spot for it. It's up, out of the way. You wouldn't normally use that space for anything anyways, but it's easily accessible if you need to do any kind of maintenance. Coming out from the master bedroom, you definitely get a better idea of exactly where your loft is. So let's go check this loft out. As you can see, it's pretty tight in here. I can't quite sit up in here. The ceiling does get a little bit higher off to my right-hand side, but it's still maybe a little bit too low for me to be sitting up, and you certainly can't stand. But this space does still provide the home with additional sleeping area, and that's what you really need in a tiny home. If you're not someone who would use this as a sleeping area, there's certainly plenty of storage up here, and they even have access to a little bit of storage, which you would find right as you enter the home up to your left-hand side. Overall, a little bit small, but still functional. And of course, just located beneath the loft, we have the home's bathroom. The bathroom has a very simple yet functional layout. Right in front of me here, you have a nice big vanity with an overhead mirror. Just below the sink, you have your traditional storage. Right in front of me here, you have your standard residential toilet. And just above it, you have a frosted window that does open so you can let a breeze in. And finally, behind me here, we have a bathtub shower combo. Now, as you exit the bathroom, you're gonna notice directly in front of you is this door right here. And this is a door a lot of people want in their tiny homes. Trust me, I've seen your comments. Behind this door is all the storage you're going to need once you enter the home. Storage for items like shoes, coats, boots, anything like that goes directly in here. Once you walk past the bathroom and the entrance area of the home, this is where things really start to open up and feel really big. In this space, you'll find the kitchen and the living area, and both of these rooms complement each other really well. Starting off in the kitchen, as you have probably already noticed, this home is unfinished. We're missing a few appliances, but let's talk about this space. Right in front of me here, you have a nice spacious counter. You've got the sink in the middle, and off to the back side, you have room to fit a couple stools underneath. I find you have plenty of space on both sides of this sink to do all the prep work you need. Just below this counter, off to the left-hand side, you'll find 3 storage drawers. Just below the sink, you'll find that typical storage space. And further to the right, though the appliance isn't here, it's built for a dishwasher. Now, if I turn around, we've got a couple more spots for counter space. Right in the middle here, I'm sure you've guessed, would be your oven and stovetop. You have storage in the form of both lower cabinets and drawers here. Up top, you've got 2 more big cabinets on either side of this overhead fan. And one of my favorite parts are these 2 little windows just off to the one side here to give you a view of the outside and bring in some of that natural light. Right next to me here on the left-hand side is going to be a spot where you can put your fridge. Over top of your fridge, you have a couple more cabinets for storage. Off to the right-hand side is gonna be your pantry space. So you've got lots of room in here. All of the shelving is adjustable as well. But once again, something they've included, which I love and we've seen in the master bedroom, is that storage space even higher above the cabinets here. As you walk past the kitchen, you're now in the living space. And this space is very impressive. Having the 10-foot ceilings and this centerpiece right here above the fireplace that elongates the room makes this space feel massive. You've got plenty of room on either side of the mantle here to put a couch off to one side, couch on the other. You've got lots of room in the center here to put a big coffee table. You might even have room to put in like an accent chair in the corner. There's just so much space in this room. Of course, one of my favorite features is the fact that you get lots of window space in the front here, both down kind of in the middle, but also above at the top towards the ceiling. You get a door that walks out onto the patio, and this space just brings in lots of light. You get a view of the surrounding landscape. If you felt you were a little bit short on storage, on either side of the mantle here, you have both exposed shelving, but you also have lower cabinets to place anything you need out of the way. Now you might be thinking, Drew, this is cool and all, it's really big, but I've got a bigger family. And to that, I would say, wait until you see the basement. This is a very large space. Off to my left-hand side here, there's a little storage nook where you could store some maybe seasonal items. Right in front of me here is where you'll find the home's mechanical room and probably a little bit more storage space if you really needed it. And in this room where you guys are, is where I would say is probably gonna be the rec room. I could see myself putting a TV on the wall, coffee table in the middle, and maybe a couch or two around the room, and really outfit this room as a place to come and hang out away from everyone upstairs. I'm introverted. And if you're one of those people who has a larger family, you also get an additional bedroom behind you guys. So let's check that out. This is a very standard bedroom. I would see enough room in here for a queen or a king size bed. You've got multiple outlets in the wall, baseboard heating in here, and a nice big window just behind me here with accent lighting on either side. So if you need more space in the tiny home, you've got it right here. As always, if you're looking for more information on this home, I've left everything you're gonna need in the description below. Otherwise, thanks so much for joining me on this 3-part series, and I will see you guys next Monday.